Good morning or afternoon. We've got a wild one today. I have zero idea what this one's gonna look like. Since I tried a prism color last night, which was that lilac, what was it called? Lilac lacquer. I posted that in the thing. John was looking at my colors last night and he's like, oh, let's try this funky purple color. So I put the funky purple color on. So today I'm just gonna try a combo. I'm not really doing anything other than cleaning house today before I have to go to a meeting later tonight. So I'm going to attempt two colors that I would never pair together and see what happens. So I've got this pop art pink, which is part of the Prism collection. There's several colors in that Prism collection that are interesting colors. So we had that lilac lacquer that I put on last night, and then there's this skyline, and then I've worn this mod magenta before, and then there's this midnight muse, which is a really dark like navy blue, and then this pop art pink. I think it's called, yeah, pop art pink. So I've worn a couple of these now, but I've got these blues that I haven't done yet. So John was like, oh, put that lilac lacquer on. And I had a friend the other day that said, oh, you'd be able to rock purple. So I tried purple, but I don't think I'd wear it out of the house, honestly. I don't know where, some people can like carry off these kind of colors, but not me. I'm 46 years old. I don't think I could walk out of the house with lilac lacquer or skyline or midnight muse. I'd have to be doing something maybe for Halloween or something, I think, before I go do that. Or maybe actually layer under something. I bet it would probably look good underneath things to like, I don't know, maybe darken or depth some of the other colors. Which is why I guess I'm going to try this pop art pink and put it under a color I would never put it under. Because you never know what you're going to get. So, life's like a box of chocolates. So, like we normally start out with, you want to make sure that you start with clean, dry lips. And so I'm just using a Norwax body cloth to clean my lips. You want to make sure that there's no makeup residue or primer. You don't use any primer with this product. You want to make sure that you start with a clean palette. So I always just clean off my lips. I use just a Norwax body cloth. Clean off my lips. You can just use a wet washcloth and clean up your lips. Make sure that they're dry. Because Lip Sense is not like your traditional lipstick, you do want to make sure that it's clean and dry. Lip Sense is not a stain and it's not a lipstick. It's not going to come off. It bonds to your lips like nail polish bonds to the nails or like hair dye bonds to the shafts of your hair. There is SD40 alcohol, which is in the product. It acts as a carrier. It binds to the botanicals in the patented product that's in the tube. As soon as it touches your lips, it evaporates off. So you may get a little bit of tingling and burning on your lips when you first apply the product, and it goes away after you apply your gloss. However, I should mention to you that if you're properly hydrated, you should not get that burning sensation. So when you first start using the product, if you do get that burning sensation, it does go away when you apply your gloss. And if you want to avoid that altogether, make sure that you're properly hydrated, not with coffee. But since I have dry mouth right now, which coffee really doesn't help that very much, I had to wet my mouth. So you want to make sure that you shake up your tubes really well to make sure that the product is mixed up. Because if you get any of that gritty feel on your lips, your product is going to wear off sooner. The product lasts anywhere between 4 and 18 hours. The more that you use the product, the longer that it's going to last, because the better you're going to get at your application technique. And then also, if you are going to wear this product, we suggest that you don't wear any other lip product. I've been using this product since July of 2016, and I do not use any other products on my lip other than Senegent. So I use our lip balm, I use our lip glosses, and I use our lip color. And I use our lip volumizer, which I've been using since January of 2017. I use it morning and night. on my lips, and that helps to build up the collagen in your lips, and it also helps to fight the damage and the wrinkling that goes around your lips. And so my lips have plumped up considerably over the last few years, or last year I should say. I started using this. The products are all designed to work synergistically with each other. So the more that you use the product, the better that you're going to get wear and usability. Now, if you're like me and you do have dry mouth, or you have a medical condition that gives you dry mouth, you might have a little bit of wear along your waterline midway through the day. Hi, Leah. And you'll want to possibly touch up. If you're wearing some darker colors, you may have to touch up midway through the day. So keep that into consideration when you're a new user. And then, like I said, if you're a new user, you might get at the lower end of the wearability, and as you get better with your application technique and stuff, you'll get to the longer end. Another thing is, you may notice that you've got some bad habits that you need to break, which I did when I first started using the product. I noticed that I licked my lips all the time, and so that's something that you may have to break as a habit when you first start using the product, because saliva will break down the product on your lips as well as oil. So like when you go out to eat and stuff, make sure that you put a nice healthy layer of gloss on before you eat, and then after you eat, put in some gloss too, because saliva and oil will break down the product. The product, when you apply it, goes on in 3 layers, and you're going to apply it in one direction. However, sometimes you'll see me go back and forth real quick, and that's because as long as the product is wet enough when you put one layer on, you can go back real quickly over it, but that's because I've gotten better at my technique. I've done this for 2 years now. Some of the product is a little bit wetter, and you can go back because the thickness of the product is a little bit different with each color. And so for each color, you're going to have to learn a little bit of a different technique, and you'll get better the longer that you use the product. But the one thing that you want to remember is thank you, this was one of my garage sale finds for 99 cents. So anyways, you'll get better at your technique, but what you don't want to do is go one way and then the next coat go the other, because it will pull your color right back off. So you want to always remember to go in the same direction, and you want to apply 3 coats. When you use a matte color, you want to leave just a little extra dry time between your coats, because it's just a tad thicker than your frost and your shimmers. And what I've found helps me with my longevity is I start with a matte color underneath as my base coat, and then I follow it with a frost or a shimmer. Your frost and your shimmers are going to have a little bit of grittiness to them because of the frost and the shimmer, and so I like to put that base coat of the matte on first, and I find that I get a little bit extra wear out of it. And that's why I do these combos now, and I have all my combos posted on Pinterest. So I've got lots and lots of different combos now, and I love doing these combos because you can come up with so many different colors, and because of the ability to layer, you'll never run out of options for colors. So with 2 colors, you can get up to 8 different colors. So for today, what I was going to try and do is, I've got these 2 funky colors. I've got Pop Art Pink, which is a cool matte, and then I've got Honey Rose, which is a warm shimmer, or I'm sorry, a warm frost. And so this is a really kind of a orangey color, and this is a really pink color. So I have no idea what we're gonna get here. Maybe totally yucky, but you never know. I've been surprised before. So this is my matte, and this is my frost. So what I'm planning on doing is 1 coat of this and 2 coats of this, but I could do 2 coats of this and 1 coat. Or I could do 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. So you've got so many different layering options. You can get up to 8 colors with just 2 colors. Does that make sense? So trying to give you all the ins and outs before I start applying, because once I do, I'm going to start talking funny, because you don't want to mush your lips together when you're doing your application process, because it's not like a traditional lipstick. Your lips are going to be tacky until you apply your gloss. Like I said, it bonds to your lips. Oh, there's my gloss. Okay. Until you apply it. You want to make sure that everything's dry, because it will interfere with the application process. So I've shook my tubes up real well, and I'll get going here. Oh, and we caught the mama raccoon last night. She's big, but she was real quiet. She wasn't real feisty when I carried the cage into the garage, but we caught the mama. So hopefully we don't have any more left. I'll set the trap again, probably tonight and for a couple nights to see if we get any more babies. But man, we got the mama tonight, or last night. So she's out in the garage, and I'll have Cameron help me go and take her where we dropped off the 3 babies that we've caught so far. But yeah, whew, we caught the mama. I'm so glad. My bird feeder shouldn't be like all the way to the ground now. So anyways, ooh, dirty glasses. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with Pop Art Pink. I've never wore this color before, so we'll see what we get here. Oh, I cracked it, it's brand new. Oh, and it has these nice sponges. I love, since we started manufacturing our own colors and stuff, we started doing this last year. This product was held, the manufacturing rights were held by the man who developed the process. And last year, Senegence took over the manufacturing rights. And since they've taken over the manufacturing rights, the tips of the wands are all now sponges instead of cloth, and these sponges work amazing. The application goes on so nice with these sponges. So the old ones had like a cloth tip, and sometimes they didn't go on quite as nicely. I love these sponge tips. They go on great. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, and hopefully you guys can stay on my screen here. Okay. Nice. See how nice that went on? They go on really nice. Now you don't need a lip liner with these colors because they do bond to your lips. So what I do, because I like a nice clean line, you don't have to line them if you don't want. You don't have to take that extra stuff if you don't want. I just like a nice clean line. So I always take the tip of my wand and I outline my lips so I get a nice clean line. What's great about this too is that if you don't have full lips and you want the illusion of fuller lips, sorry, not fit lips, then take your wand, and I'm gonna go right on my line of my lips because I don't need the illusion of fuller lips because that lip volumizer has done that for me already. See, my mat is dried already, so I'm gonna talk just fine. But I'm gonna go right on my lip line. But if you want the illusion of fuller lips, if your lips are a little bit too thin, then take your wand of your color and you can go just right underneath your lip line, just a tiny. You don't wanna go too far out because then it'll look funny, but just go right underneath your lip line, just a tiny bit, and it's going to give you the illusion of thicker lips or plumper lips. And then also, I have a really nice Cupid's bow right here. Some women don't have that and they like to get that look of a Cupid's bow. So you can create a Cupid's bow with this product because it bonds to your lips. It's not gonna wipe off. It's not like your traditional lipstick. It's gonna bond to your skin, so you can create that little Cupid's bow. So you can have that little, you know, right there. And you can create that with this. So don't be afraid to play around with this and create just a little bit of a hump there if you want. Sometimes I'll do just a little bit if I want it to be a little bit sweeter. So just remember that. I'm gonna go ahead and outline right now. And I'll show you how to do that. Really just, it's a gentle line. You don't have to use hardly any, and I just barely touch it going around. So I'm just touching it lightly. And you can kind of go back and forth. What I'm doing is trying to fill in around my lip line so it's nice and even all the way around. Because sometimes when you do that, you know, that one swipe, you're kind of not getting all the way to the edge with your wand. And really what I'm doing is just kind of filling that in. Does that make sense? So I'm just kind of filling in where there might be a little bit of a bare spot that might have gotten missed with that one swipe. And it just cleans up that edge really nicely. So that's it with the pop art pink. And now I'm gonna go over this. I don't think I wanna do another pop art pink, but I'm gonna go over this with honey rose and see what we get. I think that pop art pink's pretty. You know what, I'm a little bit thin right here, so I'm gonna just touch it just a little bit. You don't wanna go real heavy, but if you see a light spot, you can certainly touch it up just a little if you got some lightness. So I'm just touching it up. Where I see a couple light spots where when I put my first coat on, I just had a little bit where it was just a little bit light. So you can do that. Just let it dry before you put the second coat on. So now it's nice and even. What do you think of that color? I think it's pretty. It's a little bit cool for me, but it's pretty. And oh, this one also, let's see, here's the sponge. You want to make sure that your wands are wet but not clumpy. When I see Evan Saturday, can you send? Yeah, yep, I'll send some tester wands with him. So on Saturday, what's Saturday? Is he coming to the open house with me on Saturday? So this is honey rose. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. I've seen some girls try and do an ombre, and it looks really nice. I haven't attempted that. Maybe I'll try that sometime. Let's try an ombre. I need to get you guys over for dinner too, because John wants to talk to you guys. And I'm gonna go ahead and outline. So this is one coat of honey rose over the pop art. So I will call you, Leah, after we get done here, or text you and see what date we can get you guys over for dinner. He keeps bugging me on that. Okay, so I'm gonna go and do my outline. And really what I'm doing here is I'm just going over the pink. Okay. What do you think so far of these two colors together? So far, I'm not thinking it's a bad combo. Uh-oh. I might have to fix that. Okay, so that's one coat of honey rose. Little too pink. We're gonna go one more coat of honey rose, and that should take the pinkness out. Okay, last coat of honey rose. And then I've got this, I'm gonna try this prism, or this, you know that collection of glosses that I showed you guys a couple of weeks ago? Excuse me, ooh, goodness. That I got that nice little packet of, that turquoise packet, and it had like 6 glosses in it. I'm gonna put this, after I put my regular gloss on, I'm gonna put Sweet Pea gloss on over the top of this too, and see what that looks like. It's a pink gloss, but I'm gonna see what it looks like over the top of it. But it's a little light, it's got some depth to it. So, all right. I could put blue gloss over it too. I got lots of options. So not wet, not too wet. So here we go. That's way too wet. You don't want this, because this will make a mess of your lips. Yeah, that would have been a disaster. So you want to scrape all that mess off. So you want it like that. I like this. Color out some of that pink. See, it's always fun. Go out on a limb and see what you're going to call it. You never know. Two colors that don't look like they'd ever go together, and you come up with something cool. I would have never thought these two colors would make a nice color. But I think they turned out good. I like it. Where did my gloss go? I think they turned out good. I like it. Now with your gloss, your first layer of gloss, you want your gloss to be nice and thick for your first coat, because it's going to soak in and saturate your lips really quickly, and make sure you get your corners real good too. It's going to seal in that color. You might feel like you got a lot of gloss on, which you will. It's not sticky though. Make sure you get really good on your waterline. It's not sticky. It's very smooth. And it goes on really good, and then you can just kind of wipe the excess off around the edges of your mouth like that. And you can see it, the lipstick is not going on my face anywhere, just the gloss. So I think it turned out, I like that color. I think it goes good with this. I mean, I wasn't trying to achieve my shirt color this time, but I think it goes good with this. And now I'm just gonna put a little bit of this sweet pea, which I almost don't want to put the sweet pea over the top of it now because I kind of like this color, but we'll put sweet pea on just to see what it does. This is really a sparkly color. So you can see, you see how a little bit of a difference. This makes it really sparkly too. So I'm gonna put a little bit. So there. Oops, get my Cupid's bow. So that is one coat of Pop Art Pink and 2 coats of Honey Rose, and then 1 coat of Sweet Pea Gloss. And so when you are a new user of Lip Sense, why I never have my Oops remover out here, I don't know. Probably because I don't make as many mistakes as I used to. I've been applying this stuff for 2 years now, so very rarely do I make a mistake upon application. So I hardly ever have my Oops remover out here. But you start out, we'll just pretend that this one of these is an Oops remover. We'll pretend my lip gloss is an Oops remover. But when you first buy your first collector set, you're gonna get a color, you're gonna get a gloss, and you're gonna get an Oops remover. And you need the Oops remover because when you first start applying product, you're going to make an Oops. You will, it's inevitable. You'll make a mistake somewhere around your lip when you're going around, and you're gonna need to clean it up. And so you'll need an Oops remover to do that because it bonds to your skin. You need something to remove it. And then you do need the Oops remover for the evening to be able to take the color off also. And how the Oops remover works, it comes in a little wand just like this, and the instructions tell you to put it on your lips with the wand. I don't do that. I take the Oops remover and I tap it on my finger and then I apply it to my lips. I let it sit there for about 60 seconds and I mush my lips together, and then I take a paper towel or a tissue and I wipe it off. And if I've still got some product left on my lips, I will do that again and wait another 60 seconds, mush them together, wipe it off, and then I will just take a damp washcloth and wipe the rest off. Now you want to make sure before you use the Oops remover to take off your gloss, because the Oops won't penetrate through the gloss, if that makes sense. So if you have any other questions, or if there's any colors that you want to see in a combo, post them below and I will pull those colors and try and do a combo video at some point in time with those colors. Other than that, have a great day, and I'm going to take the mama raccoon and drop her off at some point today. So thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.